Greetings. This is Freener Redementia, and I welcome you to my late, maybe late recap of Critical Role Camp of the 109th episode of Critical Role Campaign 3: Son of the Bells Hells. Tonight, thanks to it being October now, week of Halloween, I'll be doing all future broadcasts all videos this month in various costumes, including the one so with the current one. Well, I'm not sure if you could tell. It's supposed to be. This is the best. Keep on. This is stuff I just had hanging around stuff. And so this is pilot. I couldn't find the appropriate goggles for this. So anyway, before I proceed any further, a quick note: I do not own nor am I associated with Critical Role, its YouTube or Twitch channels. I am just a fan sharing with my fellow fans. Okay. Let's see.
To get through, beginning with our sponsor for the night, Worlds of Aria, a tabletop experience come to life. Sam?
Worlds of Aria is a cooperative adventure game inspired by tabletop role-playing games, narrated by the one and only Laura Bailey. Players must collaborate and betray in order to save the kingdom of Aria. Now, I thought it would be interesting to get a little context, so I invited renowned German historians Fritz Kitzenmelker.
Just to reiterate, it took me a while to actually get to this video, like what everything. So I might not have the best memory on some of this.
Yeah, that's
and
correct.
Manfred Kitzlenmelker to talk about the history of RPG games. Take it away, Fritz.
Yeah, hello. RPG video game.
Authentic World War II, actual World War II, who Air Force binoculars.
Games began when crude text-based amusements such as Kohles alles Höhlenabenteuer, known as Colossal Cave Adventure in America, developed in the mid-1970s.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah.
However, like life, this game has no goal. Players would type commands with futility, like hamsters on a wheel, searching for pointless treasure and eventually falling into a literal and figurative pit of despair.
Well, Worlds of Aria has lots of goals. You roll the dice to reveal the outcome of your choices because the game is inspired by actual plays such as Critical Role and RPGs like D&D.
D&D also inspired games such as Ultima, wherein the player assumes the role of the stranger, a faceless, nameless individual bereft of identity.
But do any of us truly know who we are? Our families, lovers, friends are nothing more than human lies. Tricks we play on our minds to continue the charade of existence.
Funny you should say friends, because in Worlds of Aria, which I would remind everyone has a lighthearted fantasy atmosphere. You can play with up to 3 friends, and they can join for free thanks to the Friends Pass that only requires 1 player to own the game. Don't you guys ever play fun games? Please? Jesus.
However, we have a new companion whose light-hearted personality may be more suited to your needs.
Please welcome from the Copenhagen Institute, Fräulein Jobba van Biesesveld.
Hello. Yeah, my favorite video game is The Temple of Apshai, released on the TSR 80 console.
Well, that sounds amazing. That sounds super fun. May I ask why you like it, Joba?
Yes, it is monochromatic like the human heart, and even if your character does not move, the monsters emerge from the hollows to suffocate your inner spark, reminding you of your utter worthlessness. It reminds me of my childhood. Ha 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 ha.
Of course it does.
And speaking of characters, you can choose between 12, each with unique skill sets, personalities, and voices. The game is now out on Steam, and they'll be offering a launch discount till October 8th. Special thanks to Fritz, Manfred, and Joba for the super happy facts.
The universe will slowly decay.
Until all matter is cold
Love,
and dead.
nothing.
Get Worlds of Aria now on Steam at bit.ly/WOAriaCR. Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. And I believe we have some more announcements with Marisha, if you want to take it up.
Yeah. This week, what? Fucking why? Jeez. This week was the premiere of Campaign 3, The Tales from the Stinky Dragon. Join
I'll have to watch it first.
the amazing former Rooster Teeth crew, including Game Master Gus Sorolla, players Barbara Dunkelman, Chris Demarius, John Reisinger, and Blaine Gibson for this family-friendly D&D adventure. You can listen to episode 1 right now on Beacon and, of course, anywhere you get your podcasts. New episodes drop every other Monday, but Beacon members get episodes 48 hours early, so you get access to that exclusive bonus show as well, which is Second Wind, where they deep dive into the latest episode.
I think that was not supposed to go that long. So.
It's another Everything Dice collab.
I want to see it.
The packaging is by Ash J.
So that well, that would be the Mutual Reason.
It comes with stuff. You guys! Look, I haven't shown you yet.
Will this dice tell me my fate?
Maybe.
Roll it.
You guys.
It's a 13.
You're big.
Oh my god.
All the dice have a little raven matron mask in them. With gold threads. Look.
And
They're so beautiful. Oh right, I should read what it says. Inclusion of gold threads and black feathers and a porcelain mask of the matron herself. I already knew what it said. This gorgeous dice set.
Really cool.
And even more rad new merch are available now. Why don't you go check them out at our Critical Role shop?
Yeah. It's on the 20 of them.
Anyway, after that, we'll just go right to the recap.
Of the Archart. Assault the entire which had been strangely absent in the goings-on.
Yeah, point of order, I did watch like the first half live. I as soon as I saw like the time thing, knew I was good there. I did watch the first part live, so like up until break, a lot of these were estimated up.
And welcome back. So last we left off, Bell's Hells, after heading back to the Fey Realm to thwart a meeting between Ludinus Deleth, the Sarlord Zathura, and the Unseelie Court, which had been strangely absent in the goings-on of the Ruby Vanguard. You managed to, one by one, take out their guard, assault the entire Unseelie crew, weapons ready, and brought down the entire abandoned temple of the Archart. After which, you were beckoned to a meeting with the Archart, brought into their realm where they expressed an interest in your path and a unique perspective on the current events happening in Exandria. After sharing this with you, they also implored you to speak to what you seem to imagine is the Matron of Ravens, of a similar sort of swapping of thoughts. After which, you took your captives, or tried to, as they rapidly attempted to escape, dragged them back, mostly alive, other than Zara Lord, who was slain in his attempt to get out of your grasp, and rode back with the aid of Glomglut, which was mourning the loss of its master, Nanamori in her transformed state, and your summoned mount. There, the Sarlord Zathura, your blood father, with your permission, his corpse was taken to the loom underneath Ligament Manor, where it was turned into furniture. Furniture that keeps his essence within it, which allowed you to have an extended conversation with his stretched, fleshy face against a hexagonal frame. Gaining maybe some dark closure, or at the very least gathering some more information about some of the behind the scenes, the Vanguard, and a bit of a hint to move quicker than perhaps the weak window has been allotted. You all went to rest for the evening, where Fern and Ashton clambered to the rooftop garden of the manor, released Glomglut from his bindings, and convinced the dragon to allow you to curl up with it for the evening. Mm-hmm. The three of you fell asleep. A night of rest after a very, very long and arduous day. With that, the morning eventually greets all of you.
Okay. And now we get into the main episode, or as I like to call it, playing different names around. secrets and blood. You'll understand why. And as they wake up, we go to Ashton and Fern as they wake up within the coils of going up, and as they're going up there, the question is, do they let him go? There, or they could. This dragon could be a great asset to them, but I'm not sure how well it'll adjust it. Because even if her scent reveals her as family of Star-Lord, there are still the ones who ended Sathuda. They get into more idle chatter, including how Ashton would very much like to return to Lignant Manor. There, there, and there's more things that indicate like more like that strengthen the potential. Not sure what the ship name is, like Fern Extraction, but also Ashton admits that makes a little confession. He never expected to live this long. He thought he'd be already dead at this point. After a while, Glumgruff seems to really gets up, starts really stretching out all, and looks at him make these weird calls into the air. And after which he looks directly at Fern, and they figure out that it's teaching her how to call him if they really are in need. The call is not something I'm willing to replicate right now. Then this episode almost
I'm gonna
taking close to
take
flat.
off the little bottom frill of my dress, and I'm just gonna put it around his wrist like a friendship bracelet. Just tie it a little bow, just so I can keep track of you. You don't have to keep it on, but just so I know. Yeah, it might be a little tasty. Do you hate it?
How to claim
Okay. If it falls off, it was supposed to fall off. But, you know.
And kind of like backs and gets low again once more and kind of rubs against you.
Oh,
Its tail kind of like
give
whacks you in the shoulder. It seems to be sitting there kind of waiting for something.
What do you need? Where's your family? Do you have family?
I think you're, well...
So it kind of looks off a bit. And it's like warm morning begins to drift into a dark memory.
Get out of here! I don't want you anymore! No, I can't do that.
We're not Hendersoning this dragon. No. There will be no Hendersoning.
Yeah. We're gonna Mac and meet this dragon.
Yeah.
Where you at? Do you not know where you are? Are you hungry? Yeah, you're hungry.
And I like to reiterate when I go choose a talent, I'm going for comedy usually.
You tell it go.
Yeah, you can go. You don't have to stay.
That's your best dragon.
You can do whatever you want.
We'll see you later. Yeah.
Go spread your legs. Get out there. Just go show the world who you are.
Apparently, especially down below, apparently.
Wind blasts past, your hair being thrown back as all the leaves and dust and like loose pebbles all across the entire like cobblestone flooring between the
Go start scattering off, and with that, Gloomlet leaves. It seems to be following. He seemingly following some sort of scent by it acts on.
Always.
I take it your momentum carries you and your companions elsewhere.
I'm gonna sort of limp in late to breakfast.
I forgot.
Sort of a little bow-legged.
Some ice in the room.
That's right. He starts like
Somebody sleeps in for such a beastly spirit.
Morning, ma'am. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
For the first time, you see the second mouth smile.
Is it wearing lipstick?
Great.
Yeah.
No,
I'll just
not anymore.
You look well rested, well robed.
Yeah, it was a wonderful evening. Very hospitable.
It was very loud.
Yeah, the Nana provides.
Very loud. Could hear you neighing all through the night.
Yeah. Which, to me, it feels almost like that's intentional, because this place is fully magic. Those rooms could be soundproof if you want them to, Nana.
Maybe
Just
we were
gives you a
just in the
look.
one directly above theirs. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, man.
We were in multiple rooms
Okay.
simultaneously.
Wow.
Very fun, yeah.
It's amazing what you can do with this magical doorway.
Oh, I'm stuck.
The gate spell.
Yeah, it's like all the portal room 34. Well, as much as I'd like you all to stay for as long as you'd like, or I do, I believe there are more important matters for you to attend.
Yeah, it's fair. Gotta get back to Vasselheim. Tell them what a good job we done. Set the tone. These other two groups that are gonna be bringing in chuckle fucks compared to us. We gotta set the bar high for these losers. Asswipe.
Holy shit. I know, you're so
I'm just feeling like our territory's being infringed a little bit. Like, have two other groups on call when we're standing in the
Three
room.
places at once, Chet. We're not all Nanamories.
I'm just saying. I didn't sleep very good last night. I was jealous.
Oh no!
I react to, animal primal sounds. I felt left out.
Oh.
I got knocked out at one point. I don't even think they knew I was in there.
No, I was desperately grabbing for some sort of aid or help.
That makes sense.
But I grabbed too fiercely and knocked you out of the room.
I got poked poked in the eye. I wasn't sure with what.
Wow.
Anyway.
Thank you
There's a,
for
there's a,
saving the day again, Anamori.
Well, let's just say I've taken note of our tally of favors.
oh,
All right.
Okay.
It's just like one for me, though, right? Just one.
Oh yeah, or is it like a
It's a
group?
Is it a
bill?
group? Is it a group debt?
It's a group debt. But I mean, she's
And don't worry, we're just getting started. Ruinous, we'll be going back, so there'll be more where that came from.
Is something wrong with your eye?
Yeah, I told you I got fucking poked in the eye with an appendage of some kind.
Don't worry.
Make sure you roll to recharge that. Try to recharge that staff.
And to see if you lived through
Yeah, that too.
I'm sure
That might have just killed you.
No.
Also
You
roll for
guys,
pink eye.
everything.
Please. This is all I want.
No, it's two.
Whoa, one of those is 0.
Kids.
We're fine, and then.
So you. It makes
I
me so
don't
happy.
blame stresses me out.
1d4 plus 3 expended charges. Okay, 1d4. That's the triangle, right?
It was like one side
Really, you just
away.
need to roll one, so you would definitely
Who's got a
read.
Who's got a caltrop for me?
You there's no way you could fix.
they asked Nanamori more about the matron because they think she's the other one god who in favor of leaving Alexandria. uh, Mori described Vision as like the caretaker of the fate, while she describes herself as a borrower without permission.
It's me. I need to change the time on my such meanderings. So I don't care. Excuse me. I need to change the time on my
One of those assholes that turned into a robot? Oh,
It's important.
Can I ask you a hypothetical? The Moonweaver, the Archart, granted magic to mortals and the Fae. If they get wiped out, it's not like the gift.
Okay, it's not like it will disappear. Well, it is revealed, and she reveals that the Archart is more of, I think she describes it more of teaching them the knowledge of how to use it. She claimed that there were some elements of the Fae which were around even before them, and that the ley lines were already in existence well before the gods arrived. So keep in mind that those ley lines are still at threat of or at risk of snapping right now because of the tension of the Maya's key.
Can I have one of those rat tails?
Of course, dear.
That just cost you a favor. Wow. Right in the old mouth, huh?
They're quite good. You should try it.
I don't think I
It's
will.
like a beefy spaghetti.
Feels like a dare. I actually now need one. If that's okay. I got it.
Of course.
You're gonna go too?
Kind of
Not
twirls
even
a
pickled.
finger in the bowl, now like refills with squiggling
God.
pieces of various creatures.
Anyway, they go and they start saying their goodbyes to Bertie and Ollie.
Get some of those Marquesian pastries with the little dried berries in there. We don't get that here in the Fey Realm, and then kind of have both of us have kind of a hankering.
Sweet tooth?
Yeah, sweet tooth, you'd say. Yeah. Ollie didn't used to have one until we met, and well, his birthday's coming up, and I just want to treat him.
We should bring us back some Tim Tams.
Basically.
Yeah. Those best.
Vegemite.
The milk shop.
Anyway, Fern, I know you're off to be your amazing self, and she kind of takes your hands and looks at you. Her hooves kind of clomping over towards you. She pulls you in a little closer to look into your eyes. Good
New
luck.
plan. If Fern dies, we all sacrifice ourselves. Because I don't want to end up as a tapestry.
I have a question. Orm's been sitting off on his own in a corner, and not very talkative, but paying attention. And he has the Sorrow Lord's blade lying on the floor in front of him. So he's been splitting his attention, listening, and just considering it. What does this blade look like?
It is a kind of like black longsword, with almost like a speckle of star metal in it. It's fairly well balanced. It's almost a hand and a half like longsword. That's pretty well balanced.
Okay. It's good for the moment.
Identifies, do we?
I know.
It's been a long rest.
It's been a long rest.
Could always just,
Does anybody have identified?
I might.
no more. Worst case, we could just burn it.
A sword? Burn it?
In the vest, man.
Oh. Yeah, a little beer bongage.
That's actually way better. Yeah, I like that
Beer
term.
bongage.
No idea what that means.
That's the new official title of it.
Look, Chetney's been in a few fraternities, all right?
No,
Quintessence
fire
array.
up the beer bong is now officially the code.
An arcane bong?
100%.
Oh my god.
You could hold a magical item or creature up to it, or just load it full of kush.
Oh my god. You're in the right realm for it.
Oh god. Or it looks like a drug addicted dream in the Feywild. What's it gonna look like if you're actually on drugs? How well will it look like the wild, or will it actually counteract?
Pour a health potion in there and let it roll.
Well,
You do have it?
Do you
Fernando.
do you want this?
Well, what am I gonna do with it?
Do you want to leave it here with him?
Well, let me check it out.
I mean, it's her dad's. Or blood dad's.
It's
I don't think this is for me.
Yeah, but we.
Yeah.
sword.
Sometimes you assassinate NPCs. Sometimes you give away crucial weapons.
It is a +2 longsword.
Ooh.
That, as a bonus action, it could be a set aflame with black flames, dark flames. Do an additional 2d6 fire damage upon a strike.
In addition to this strike? Wow.
So it does extra 2d6 fire damage. It is considered a legendary fey weapon. As far as like it's been passed down from various unseelie court members for quite some time. It also has the capability when it strikes someone to try and magically blind them.
You cannot wield it. You cannot wield it.
It does require attunement, yes.
It talks to you.
That's awesome, Matt. Why do you make such cool shit?
So, I mean, it's a long sword, so it's strength based.
Yeah.
It's versatile, so you can use it one-handed or two-handed.
Wait, it's
Or
hold on.
or you could devour it and see what kind of cool benefit is transferred from it to the bearer. Up to you.
Wait a minute.
Black flame.
This is past
Hold on.
Jenner's.
Black and white.
But is it a legendary weapon?
Before.
Is it a +2?
It is a plus.
Actually,
It's a +2.
See what kind of cool benefit is transferred from it to the bearer. Up to you.
wait a minute.
Black flame.
This is past
Hold on.
Jenner's.
Black and white.
But is it a legendary weapon?
Before.
Is it a +2?
It is a plus.
Actually,
It's a +2.
It also, instead of 2d6 fire damage, mine does 3d8 poison damage.
Oh, cool.
I agree with that, but that's a lot more.
You don't need it.
Actually, I think can I wield
Could you wield it?
Sure you can.
Don't you have a
Check
kick-ass
with your-
hammer?
No,
I do.
Mine doesn't belong.
Think about your aesthetic, though.
But also, there's two other groups of people that we're going to be meeting that, a weapon like that might do a lot of damage in the hand.
Those people don't need.
You don't know. Have you
weapons.
met them?
I
think we should-
No,
I do
definitely.
feel
We should
like
consume
I met a
his
couple of them.
magical power.
There is someone in
I
my
also think
head who I feel
consuming
like would be
magic
really
powers.
cool with it.
Anyway. They're debating more about whether or not they should like something, or they start going over and see if there's anything they can afford to lose to get the buff from their criteria. The criteria they're looking for is like what may not be as useful, but there. But it's also pretty still a powerful item, just may not be particularly useful for given their endeavors. Oh, good.
We already took
I mean,
did the dagger.
Dagger's in
We have
my
a heart.
copy.
We have a summit
Sorry.
blade from Odahan. We have
Odahan's
dusk
blade.
We should do
hunger.
the summit blade.
Somebody
Odahan's
should suck
blade.
up that
That's
blade.
what I was saying, the summit blade.
It's a +3.
Yeah.
We're not gonna use that.
Who's gonna use it?
Raise your hand.
I
No,
have
he's
it.
got an
This is
exalted.
+3 exalted.
I have a +2, but I still like mine better.
Exactly. So let's burn it.
We don't want to give it to one of the other
Mine
groups
shoots
either.
vines and lets me heal up
I just love the look.
completely after combat. And I can grow back a severed arm or finger or pee-pee.
What? Oh, great.
So already lost it twice.
Yeah. Just didn't tell you guys.
Odahan blade.
Lori!
What about that big brute that was at
That's what he is.
You know, what about that big brute that was at in Vasselheim? The guy with all the refined words and gentlemanly speak?
I'm sure he would do remarkably well with
Groggery?
a cursed blade.
Yes, Sir Gregory.
Yes,
That
Sir
guy was
Gregory.
the tits.
Yes.
I don't know
Put that
him well
sword in
enough
his
to give
hand.
him a fancy ass sword when it would make us more
No.
powerful.
I'll
If no one else is gonna take it, I'll take it.
That dude is a legend. He's stacked.
unless
He
somebody
doesn't
else,
need anything.
someone's got to like
You're
make a
right.
decision and say yes
True.
to something.
Dorian, do you need anything?
So they're I think some of them might be a little mega and like, yeah, this could be useful to give another group, but being there are things they kind of know what's in their inventories and their bills are. I feel like Travis is the one that's least meta. Well, granted, the rest of them are only doing a light meta. Like they're assuming like if they're being cloned, they must be good, strong, and they already have good build. Let's see. They do decide to sacrifice the Harp of Valor, which I guess sort of gives increases like what doesn't not increase Dorian's spell DC. Like of all the things that do like a primary caster class says spell boost. But they decide to absorb it.
Until your next long rest, you have advantage on all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability. You permanently increase your maximum hit points by 5.
Whoa.
Until your next long rest, you have advantage on all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Until your next long rest, so for the next day, advantage on pretty much everything you roll. And a permanent
Changes things.
a permanent advantage on performance checks.
Wow.
And if it breaks, it breaks.
Oh, advantage.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Even if it only works for half of us.
That's clutch.
Yeah, the day before we head into the fray.
People and creatures can lend a permanent effect, but items are different.
Let's go find all of Matt's best NPCs and eat them.
I'd like to see you try.
Let's start. Let's start with our groggery guy. Sucking in and get dumber.
The big.
I was gonna say the big.
It's about you, the bug.
Yeah.
Just a montage of Bell's house wiping out the rest of Exandria.
All for the greater good.
You started so idealistic.
Sorry, gotta kill the dad.
Why is she doing this?
What's this about?
I don't know.
Hungry.
Oh no.
But the harp is no more, and those benefits are yours to keep. You can eat another if you'd like. It would just be a 20% chance upon its completion that it knocks.
One.
No, they're going to play it smart because they may need more buffs. After which, Amori goes to send them to. That time, she just like sort of grabs the air, and rips a hole to get them. Which, considering last time they were there, she made them go back through the door they came through. Was something like, "Wait, you could do that all along." Also, they nearly went through before it was settled. Which would probably put it on some random location. Uh-huh.
Oh, you know, don't want to know. Not now.
You all begin to rush through.
As I go, I'll just say, so I'll call you.
You know how to find me.
I do.
She just kind of cups you a little bit and lifts you about 2 inches off the ground before setting you back down.
Cups you a cup.
Yeah.
Hey!
Or you're a cow.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well,
I want to try some role play. Can you neigh for me? Moon neigh.
As you all,
adjacent.
one by one, step back into the streets of Vasselheim.
I give her a kiss before I go.
Okay. She kind of traces her finger on your shoulder.
I do one more. We're both competing to be the last kiss.
She kind of gives you a glance and says, "Be true to whatever whim calls you. That's all I could hope for a member of my family.
God.
Follow your impulse."
They return to Vasselheim. They notice that the military presence has far increased. Like they're gathering more troops for the for the upcoming battle. You can see all the different preparations. Or it's like they estimate like the number of forces have tripled within the city. They do have to wonder though, what would happen to magic as we know. They know if the gods disappear though, as they go on, because they're thinking back to because they're thinking back to when they first arrived. They'd heard about an undead uprising within the city. Like they act as a dead, right? And you know, being hosted, they probably had run stuff to prevent and wards to prevent any of the dead within the city, especially after the invasion from Vecna. His hordes attack, keep their dead like unsullied. So if that is If that's so they're thinking there should probably be what's and that well then they were taking those defenses were taking out to uh, out during the initial solstice. And they're wondering what will happen like to magic though. Like the leylands may have been there originally, but there's like for one thing, what would happen to all clerics and stuff like, and one of the most fundamental classes of D&D might lose their power. They start heading for the Raven's Crest, the section of the city that's devoted to the matron. They're wondering what they hope to. They do as they go on. They discuss what their plan is. Like, what do they hope to achieve in the temple? Like, one thing they need to figure out is confirm whether or not the matron is the other deity in favor of the Archon's plan.
We all have plot armor.
Yeah, I'll commune and talk. We
Yeah,
just
we're
don't talk
super
about the
clever.
one
We'll
God.
just, like,
We're
let
just not
her
gonna.
take
It's
the-
just
So definitely more of a chit chat.
more of a chit chat. Let's see what she has to say.
We all have plot armor.
Yeah, I'll let you guys talk. I've been dodging this bitch for a while, so you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of hide my face a little.
Yeah, you stand like further back there,
Tell that to
so she
FCG.
doesn't.
We don't know anything that's going to happen. It could be a nice dinner. You could get turned into a plant.
We could all swim in some blood.
What?
Let's go.
That's gonna happen.
Okay, we're going.
Okay.
What?
Did you guys swim in blood?
I'm sorry?
This
In another lifetime.
You step within the.
And then they do not. They go in, but they see it's a grand place, but they see no one else at the temple so far. Which, of course, just makes it all the more ominous.
You Patty, say something.
Dick! Dick!
Yeah, because those there.
That's why your little fart was so audible. It's the glass and stone.
Yeah, with the glass and the stone.
The large oak door that meets you at the top has a large iron like ring knocker right on the outside of the door. Just waiting for you.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
And you just stand there at that massive door.
Should you not?
I feel like this
You
is
should.
your. I feel like this is your knocker.
How do I look? Do I look spooky? Do I look dead? Do I need to look
Very
more
scary.
dead? Very scary?
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Super spooky, super
Okay.
Like a hot scary though.
Yeah,
Hot
yeah,
scary?
hot scary.
All right, good. I like being hot scary. All right. How heavy is the knocker?
It's pretty heavy.
Is it?
Why are you knocking
Make a
on the knocker?
Make it.
Full.
Why not? Make a strength check for me.
Leave Fern alone.
Kind of try and brace my wrist.
You can.
A strength check.
Yes. Just roll a d20, add your strength modifier, because it's funny.
That's great. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. I know.
It would be so us. You have no idea.
Savior of the realm. Can't knock the door.
Please, not one. Please,
Isn't that one?
Might as well be. 3 minus 3 for a 0.
Whoa.
Even.
Knock on the door.
He's not budging.
You die.
I'm gonna walk forward because this could also be funny, and I'm gonna offer to with a little help.
Okay, you knock my hand for me. I want to be able to do it.
Okay.
But I just.
The two of you,
Yeah.
with your aid, you pull it back, and then kind of simultaneously release and kind of give a little push along with her hand, and it impacts, and
Eventually, the door opens. They enter this room with beautiful stained glass and stuff. But the walls around them seems to have this weird architecture, like weird cutouts and stuff. I think inside they see the 3 dust ravens. For a religious check, they learned that these are is the coven of the veil. Oh, the high priestess of this temple.
priestess, welcome to Raven's Crest. We are the Coven of the Veil, the High Priestesses of the Matron, and the highest of the Trust of Winter. I am the Evtel.
Liam's search for Grog character.
And we have had an eye on you since you arrived. So by what means do you do the honor of stepping within our abode?
DM, we didn't see any of these figures in that larger meeting that we had.
No, it was the 3 of them that stood up.
Masked, no faces that day.
Yeah, similar garb, though, you know, the attire is somewhat different. The theme is consistent. You're uncertain if it's the same 3, but you did see 3 figures in there that both spoke in your behalf and seemed to be elevated amongst the other movers and shakers of Vasselheim within the Platinum Sanctuary.
Can I reach in my pocket, just take out the monocle of True Essence and...
He uses see invisibility. And through that he can see glyphs all across the walls and stuff. And walls and stuff. And he kind of realized that the weird architecture is meant to hide designs of glyphs. They asked if they could commune, and they said, of course, but it will require a leap of faith.
Are we really gonna swim in blood?
There's a pool of, looks like dark crimson liquid behind the diocese.
we've sort of maybe gotten a few signs, you could say, that she has a vested interest in talking to us as well.
If that is true, then perhaps you must speak with her.
I start taking off my wooden backpack.
So what do? We just hop on in and
Sink. And release.
You want us to be in there?
Our matron exists in the space between life and death. If you wish to meet her in her realm, you too must walk that in between.
Cannonball it.
Laudna skips over, naked.
Should we be naked? Should we?
I don't want to get my shit covered in blood.
That wasn't necessary. But also not entirely against the decor of the temple. Choice is yours.
Quick question. If hypothetically you're already devoted to a god, maybe two. This leap of faith is a promise to follow this.
No, it does not. It doesn't mean you're devoting yourself to the ring. It just allows you to commune. And they realize they had to swim in the bullet. They all start. They start entering one by one. Dorian uses endless breath, which is a feature of the air genasi, meaning that they can breathe. They can continue circulating the air throughout their body without taking breath. And Chet uses Hunter's Bane. Chet before going in, uses Hunter's Bane on the blood to see what's in turn his origin, and it seems to be celestial in nature, which is interesting. What guess it doesn't make sense. Though also, I thought celestials had golden blood. As well.
Celestial blood.
It's only the slightest concern.
Oh, your blasphemous spellcraft would interact with ancient.
Oh, he kind of gives a little cut to give a little diversion to the pool, which
celestial blood.
It's only the slightest concern. But yeah, I'll go under and I'll actually exhale as I go down.
Oh yeah, I'm joining you on that.
Yeah, they love going.
Okay.
I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath.
I'm underneath and have been for a minute, but I'm still holding my breath.
So most of you all begin to kind of drift below, and you can kind of like if you open your eyes.
You can sort of see each other slightly with this, but of course they're going through this very thick substance. So yeah, Chet and Asher, of course, as I said, don't hold on to the breath. Excuse me, no, sorry, I made a mistake earlier. Orm is the one who kind of gives himself a cut. It adds to the pool. Sorry about that. Sorry, it seems like something Cheney would do.
Holding my tail? Yeah.
Was that
All
not
right.
it? Was that not what we're supposed to do?
We're jumping.
You have a tail.
Imogen just
I do.
it.
Okay, you're holding my tail? Yeah.
Was that
All
not
right.
it? Was that not what we're supposed to do?
We're jumping.
We're jumping?
Well,
It's the weirdest Caddyshack
leaping
remake.
off the edge.
Okay. So no inching in up to your legs, up to your gooch, up to your just
We
in.
jump.
All right.
Just make a mess of the chamber.
All right. All right.
Vault.
I'm pretty compact. You're a lot of parts.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
You can have Dart in your form. Are you going for minimal dive or splash?
A splash. I don't dive. I've got big things. For you, Lord.
You impact and begin to sink below 2.
Well, Imogen can no longer sense Ladna there, as figures are those who release a breath while entering, like Chet and Ashton, but they all eventually start, even those start to drown in the blood.
Here, within the holy pool of the Matron of Ravens.
What about Robbie?
Except
Dorian.
No, not
for
Dorian. Robbie.
Robbie's over in the corner like,
Fuck.
Right, he's like the only. It takes a while because he has in blood, so he has to willingly let himself drown.
I've just been thinking about it.
Dorian, there is a connection amongst your friends where you can feel them. You can feel their moving and swimming and thrashing in this thick solution until there's none. And all of your friends are either still or gone.
How do you want to drown this?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
Oh yeah, it's
Again.
easy.
For
Yeah.
the second time.
Yeah,
in 30
second time
minutes.
today.
Will you die for us?
It's exactly what it was described. So yeah, I'll
Yeah. Anyway, he lets himself drown, and while they all seem to go drown, they all start finding solid footing.
And then another, small but endless, and you blink, and as you focus, it's not darkness beyond you, it is impossibly distant glittering, like a spider web of gold. And for just a moment, you can perceive an impossible array of golden threads shifting like a breeze, entwining tangling. And they begin to move. They begin to strain as inky black spills from between them, descending down from above like tendrils of shadow and nothing.
I hold your hand on it.
They spill onto the red, bloody pedestal that you all stand on, like some sort of a tar waterfall that just spreads out.
Kind of catch one of the droplets.
You go to reach for it, and it feels material when you pull your hand back. There in your grasp is but a single black feather. And as you look up, it is not a column, but a person. A robe of black and a mantle of jet feathers. And from within this darkness, a hood rises to a bright white porcelain mask. Feminine features highlighted in threads of gold that arc around the darkened, pointed sockets of her face. The purple lips and still stoic expression staring down upon each of you, all of you, none of you. Thrice have you sought me. Why? And that's where we're going to go to break.
Okay. After break, should we go resume the scene, asking why are they there?
Turning over a new leaf. Starting a new chapter. Running. Mayhaps.
So you say the Archheart is the dissident among us?
I think they all feel like hearts right now.
And
Well-
he sent you here. As she says that, the mask seems to swell with immensity. What was once a tall figure before you is now a figure that is the realm. You are ants floating in red ether in front of a being of impossible stature.
You know, he sort of made it out like the two of you have been chatting. And he, yes,
Yeah.
100%. And
We watched you hold an imp in your titties.
we watched you hold an imp in your titties. We watched you. You were there for Downfall.
The
for
Mask.
That's the name of the series.
Wow. Back.
For Aya.
Doko.
You speak of experiences long before your time.
Well, thankfully, you didn't make us good.
Me. she continues talking about the inquiring, and then talks to them about about the tangling of the threads, like how many fates are tied to what happens now. And
The mask focuses in on Fern.
Did you steal something?
But you might know.
Scripture.
You might know a thing or two about the threads of fate. Fey creature.
I think that I know a little bit about what you're talking about. Frenemies. Go ahead. I feel like you're in the middle of you're about to say something.
It's hard to read your body language.
Yeah. It's just because I can't read without mask on. I understand feeling without seeing it.
You carry with you the natural arrogance of mortal life.
to go at things with a certainty, like a thing like absolute with absolute certainty, and mhm. They do respond that they themselves don't feel very confident right now. And she does advise them maybe go home. Where it's
Instead of all kind of darkened ever so faintly.
This is not how this conversation ends. No, we're in a void. Why are we being quiet?
I'm gonna just slap the water.
The matron? Oh.
Just push the water and just or the blood and frustration.
Okay. It scatters out and drifts. Kind of stays in the air like little.
There, Ashton further continues his challenge to the now not appearing Green. Like we saw, what however you convinced the Archheart to live, like he was contemplating non-existence, and he claims you weren't done playing God. And there's more to talk about how they have limited perspective and stuff. And as it goes on, she starts so, and so someone else appears. Liana show. Then another figure, Opal.
Pawn for the gods and their winds.
She's single.
No.
She's in a. Okay.
others pursued the promise of the gods.
And then suddenly a flame appears, and seemingly ripping through the flames, a skeletal figure emerges. That matron identified as Vesper Chorus, the one who caused the calamity. Mm. At one point, it seems like she's challenging them, like, "What can you do?" And Imogen starts talking about the other members of the group, like what they've gone through, what they've been through, more. Eventually, the Raven Queen even asks, "And what of you?" And there's more of a type more is that. I need better pencils.
It drifts out.
And Chet? Now, Chetney's so fucking old. And he's seen so much. And he acts like a real jackass. But that's because nothing can break him.
And what of you?
And me,
After what she said about herself,
I have a storm inside of me. And I can't wait to let it out.
okay. He then tells them that they all are stepping on the edge of the world. Well, if they are and if they going, they're very nearly falling over. And
The matron pulls back, her mask becoming immense as the image of Liliana shifts. Her hair drifting up as her eyes begin to glow red. The energy charging through her body. Opal, the black begins to just pour down her face, staining her jacket. As dark shadows begin to swirl around her body, her blades appearing in her hands at her side.
I tried to go to her.
You go to her?
Yeah.
she's going double.
Does a 20 hit your armor class? Without looking at you, her hand strikes towards you, and the blade goes through your palm and out the back side as she looks up at you. She looks at you without recognition. Her two eyes almost seeming to be collections of dozens smaller ones within. Is the shape of Vespin Chloris, the fleshless, punished visage of history's greatest villain, begins to exhale. I need you all to roll initiative.
That's proving that she was
proving.
Oh,
Why didn't we suck down more things in the forest?
No. Fighting this
You got
god.
those bonuses. You got those bonuses.
Fighting this god is brought to you by Whiz Kids and their EXU Calamity mini box set. Available for pre-order now. Relive the Ring of Brass's final struggles to avert calamity from their investigation to the ritual of Vespin Chloris wow, this is so apt. To confronting the corruption of Avalier to battling for the very fate of an age. Pre-order today at WizKids.io.
Today, you lined up.
There's something.
WizKids.io. Slash EXU.
Did I take any damage
Calamity.
from that, Matt?
You did. You took
Oh God.
65 points.
7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. This is so cool.
Oh, you're rolling initiative. Oh, shit.
And here we have Liana. Opal.
Oh, that's good.
Oh shit, we gotta fight him?
Vespin.
It's made of blood.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the Kleenex over
25 to 20.
Hold on.
Yeah.
God.
21.
Shit.
21.
22.
Ooh.
So, where are we at?
Rollies.
Oh,
My God. You rolled
20,
22?
21.
You both so
21.
roll Lisa, who goes first if you have the same
Do
decks.
you want to do? Do we have the same decks? You have. Your decks.
choose to do roll these.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You go first.
Okay.
Reyes, Dorian, Laudna.
So, Dorian and Lada.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 to 15.
17.
17.
Oh,
17. Three-way rollers.
I got a 4. Beat that.
I got a.
What the fuck is that?
That's
artist formerly known
that's
as
a
Prince?
3.
Okay.
Right?
3? 6.
But
Yeah,
plus
3.
the
That's
5.
No, it's just rollies. It's just
It's just rollers. That's right. I read it.
It was a three-way rollies, you
Aura.
fucking schmucks. I toasted both of you.
Wait, good. Chet, then Orem, then
Yeah.
Fern.
Or Fern.
Okay.
Orem.
Miserable bastard.
Damn.
Alrighty, and then
Who's last?
after this we have Ashton
10.
and Imogen.
9.
Alright. Okay.
I hate this.
Here in this massive black expanse. Here is your senses begin to focus in. You can see the edges of the shadow where the blood seems to drip off into nothing. Brace, you're up first.
He goes in for attack and hits with a level 2 smite plus shining smite.
Bonus action to cast?
Oh. Yes.
Okay. I'll let you go ahead. Usually you cast that before you attack.
Not this one.
Oh, this isn't?
This is brand new. I think it's in the new
New
update.
rules? Sure.
It says bonus action which you take immediately after hitting a creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I just discovered this thing.
I mean, it's a better thing. Let's go.
Okay. 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 I'm gonna roll all of these. 8, 16.
Let's fucking roll.
20. Anyway. Yeah.
16. 20. 25.
Shining smite.
28. 32 plus.
Feel it.
Plus 7 is
Roll
39.
Right, he does that. Oh, by the way, that proves also that they may have made the switch. They most likely have now made the switch to. I was wondering if they would do this or not. They have. Not, it seems like they have made the switch to the new 2024 rules, like a new edition, basically. I mean, at some point, I gotta go and update all my existing subclasses. Yay! Well, since there's only like one like subclass of rangers, I think so far, I can maybe just also now homebrew, do a homebrew for the Drake Warden and give it some stuff I think it should have had, like an expanded spell list. Okay, and then so
That's it.
Dorian, it's your go.
Seeing Opal, I mean, I think Dorian's just furious immediately. And under his breath, he says, I will not allow another god to make a mockery of you. And I'll sprint straight for Opal. And then, as I'm running, I'll pull out my father's blade and use it for the first time. And I'll take a strike at her. Attack.
Go for it.
Yeah, cool. Great. That's so perfect. That's a natural 1.
Oh, yeah, because...
Wait!
30 feet of me.
Oh, yay! Hi, buddy. Thanks for the combat inspiration. Fuck that dice forever
Are within 30
and
feet
ever.
of him, yeah.
Better.
Grace, I could actually use the matron dice for this fight. You didn't... Like, when you showed that off, I was like, this is going to be really funny.
Thanks, buddy. That's a 25.
25 does hit.
Sweet. 25.
25. Good feat.
And then, so that's just 8 points of damage. But then I'm going to use my defensive flourish since that attack.
Mm-hmm. Then afterwards, Lana opens her turn by casting Mirror Image. Then cast Bane on all three of these whatever you call them.
That's going to be a 12. He rolled really low.
Fail. All right.
So he's
two
banged.
of them.
Yeah, and brain by love now.
And then.
I think it's pretty highbrow.
I disagree. I kind of want to move back.
Back, he falls back a little bit, and then Liliana does a power move and reverses gravity on all of them. On the entire part. As well as herself. Opal uses Hexblade's curse on Chet. And thanks to the ability to crit on 19, crits Chet. And Chet transforms and makes it makes 3 attacks on claw attacks on Opal, but misses all 3 thanks to the armor of hexes she has. Or then you counter with his own hex on Opal, and it gives her disadvantage on strength checks. But he then uses her disadvantage against her to for a disarming move. Giving her manages to also then go in for an attack to wound her. Opal suddenly becomes Drider like this Drider like entity. Fern summons little Mister and casts Aura Life around her to give on them. Vespin, being an Archmage, casts Time Stop, and when that is over, he has 3 duplicates around him, and has this circle like halo of bits of Koran, which is a hell like a hell styled crown of stars.
Saving throw.
Up in the air?
I've been up in the air over here.
The littles are out of this.
The littles are out of it, and Lauden is out of it.
Okay.
God damn it! Why can't I fucking roll for shit?
Oh no! No! Just these horrible noises.
Oh my god, for fuck's sake.
I don't feel like we picked this fight.
New die.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Who dice?
13.
63 points of necrotic damage.
How many?
63. However, halved because of your aura of life.
Oh.
So we'll say it's
Round up.
31 points of necrotic damage.
Question.
Yes.
I think I know the answer to this, but wait, is anyone within 10 feet of me?
I'm gonna say.
Because
no, you're actually
I
a
had
little further
moved
this
up,
way.
yeah.
I just have you up there because it's the platform size.
For sure.
Unfortunately, no.
so
one's
no one's
within 10 feet of you.
okay.
Wait, when I sucked the harp, did I get advantage on saves?
You do.
Oh, that's right. And on attack.
Worse!
Yeah, all your attack rolls, all your ability checks, all your saving throws are at advantage.
Just for today until I
Just
get
for
it.
today.
Roll again for your getting sucked up. Because you might have stayed on the ground.
Do a sucking roll.
I'll allow it. Go
Do
for
a
it.
sucked off roll.
See if you can suck this off.
It's my best one all day. I don't know, what was it?
Dexterity save.
Was it a dex? Oh, then it's dex save, then it's 26.
Phenomenal.
Okay. So, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
So as everyone tumbles up into
retroactive
the air, you manage to kind of like wheel yourself out of the radius of the spell and tumble and catch yourself.
Okay.
But you are outside of the radius. You actually take no damage.
Yay!
But Breas,
Okay. Take
what was your dex?
21.
21. Okay, you take half that. But you, within three, yeah. So it would be 15 points of necrotic damage.
Amazing.
And that's including, or was he
Yes,
within
yes.
30 feet? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Burn.
19.
19 fails. So you take 63 points of necrotic damage, halved to 31. I need you to make a concentration saving throw.
Again?
Oh, and I should.
Maintain the spell.
Okay.
So roll a Constitution saving throw with the. Do you have Warcaster? Or
I
not?
do.
Yeah. So roll with advantage.
I should also roll for my smite that's on her right now.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Okay, what's this for? This is for.
I did a smite on Liliana that's maintaining concentration,
Oh right. Yeah.
and this is a Constitution save.
Yeah.
12.
12 for half the damage. You took 15. You'd survive. You're fine. You maintain your spell.
Okay.
I think
Ashton goes into a rage. On her turn, she uses a spell to electrocute Vespin. Ashton does a wormhole strike with his hammer on Liliana. It misses, but he has another use of it, and so as it goes flying through her and she dodges it, another portal goes into another portal, which goes over behind her and hits it right through and goes sends it right through the portal again. Yeah. There. It coincidentally causes her to lose concentration on reverse gravity, so they now be free falling. Thankfully, Laudna manages to cast Featherfall.
And held aloft suddenly.
Featherfall.
What's up?
Featherfall.
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 What's the range on Featherfall?
Fuck yourself.
Sorry. It's let me find it. It's 60 feet.
Little pitchy dog.
Yeah, take 1 point of psychic for that.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
60 feet. You can get everyone. It's right on the cusp.
I can cast Featherfall too. Okay.
I'll say between the two of you casting it, you use your reactions to do so you
Yeah.
can get all of you.
Okay.
Side of your mouth, okay?
I should also use a scattering blow. I think that, and Liliana is now, which that sends her to the portal, and that which puts her right in the middle, though I consider upward, and Redoran goes to grab and holds onto her to keep her. Perez goes in with its staring strike on on Drider Opal. Dorian,
holding on to her, and I'm gonna yell out to Imogen, do you think this is real?
No.
Me either! Good luck! And I'll give you bardic inspiration.
Oh, great.
And I'll also consider that no as a blessing. And for my action, I am going to, while still trying to hold on to Liliana, cast Thunder Wave. From
What's your inspiration?
it's a 10. Here you go. Whoa! There you go.
Yeah, he's good.
What level?
I'm gonna do level 4.
And which direction are you thunder waving her?
Well, I've probably straight down.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
well,
you
I've
fly
got
up over her, and then. Okay.
Yeah.
Fourth level.
Yeah.
Constitution save.
16.
Get her.
14. This is it by 2.
Sweet. That's a lot.
She's got a great dex and a great charisma. Not an amazing Constitution.
5, 10, 8.
I was gonna say she still has she's still Bane's too, if I recall.
He got dropped for him.
Lana summons her Hound of Ill Omen. Then casts fire. It launches a fireball on Veth. Pin, and through that they discover his resistance. Makes sense. He's been Wars has been spending every second since the start of Conclave in hell. And then she goes to her dog and says, "Sick 'em."
Going to take 4, 5, okay. 8 piercing damage.
Alrighty.
And then he has to succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 13, or be knocked down.
Natural 14.
Bane.
Bane. 13.
Oh,
So he still
He
makes
still
it.
makes it.
Damn it! That would have been so
That would have been funny.
That would have been
Falling
amazing.
over.
Yeah, he's just like. Just a dog pulling on his robes.
I fell on my arcane focus.
Yeah.
Alright, does that finish your turn, Landa?
That finishes my turn.
Well,
I
here comes
think.
the oh shit.
Yeah.
Actually, can I? Because I haven't moved.
It's up till my next.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was.
I remember when that happened. It's definitely fading.
You're also incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
Cool.
So am I upside down and my boots are still flying?
Yeah, you're like flying there and your brain's kind of scrambled. So, no, just he was. No, you failed your save too. You're both incapacitated. Yeah. So both you and Imogen are like.
Wait. Not that it probably would matter. But can I try to add his dice to his
Saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, 9? 9? So that would be 23?
23 would succeed.
Yay!
All right. So you take even a quarter of that damage. It would have been 26 is reduced to 13.
Okay, so I'll add 13.
Add 13, and you are not incapacitated. However, Dorian, you are currently like
Thank you!
mind
Thank you for the
frazzled.
inspiration. Oh shit, Dorian!
Oh shit! Oh.
Do I even want to know? No. Anyway, a slowed opal. I forget what's causing her slowness. Attacks Chet and gets a natural 19 on both, critting him on both times because he's still a hex with his crit. Oh. And after a counterattack, Opal, but after being counterattacked, Opal seems to come to him, like you start seeing her old self, like it's in this confused state. Jenny scrapes his claws on his ribcage and go after his eyesight. Attacks Vespin, who seems to also come out of whatever effect it's on them.
Not you.
All right, that brings us to Orem with Fern on deck.
I just gotta believe it's not you. I gotta believe it. I'm gonna move around and flank.
She's restrained, so you get advantage anyway. But yeah, go ahead.
I don't believe it's her.
You're a friend.
That's a 28 to hit.
That is.
Maybe she's testing to see if we'll do the hard thing.
Yeah.
Oops, dead opals.
So 28 to hit, that is 4, 6, and 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Fuck no, that's so fucked up.
I want to, I see how messed up she is.
Slap the highlights out of her hair!
I pull back Seedling to stab into like the nape of her neck, but at the last second I spin it around and with the hilt go to the base of her skull.
Okay.
And drop her to the ground.
Okay. Crack! You hit, the impact resounds. Echoing off nothing in the space. Yeah. The legs kind of crumple, and as they kind of hit the ground and she slumps forward, she slowly sinks into the blood pool. You watch her, like, her eyes kind of go dark as red hands begin to emerge out of the blood pool and pull her down to the ground to vanish. The last thing you hear is, "Why?"
Oh. I don't believe it. I just
Okay.
don't believe it. God, I did one attack. I can't reach where I am. I'm going to... No, I can't. Sorry, everybody. I thought she would take a little more work.
Stab the blood.
Take this realm.
I got chicks like. Eek. There's nothing. I can't make out what. All I see is a picture of birds. I can't tell what the words say.
Is the matron's face just there watching the whole thing?
Yeah.
Just
Are the threads coming
still
out
and
of her
stoic.
like that?
The threads are coming out of like the nearby darkness around her, and they're like coming from all around the different sides. Like you're all in this cage that is miles, hundreds, thousands of miles wide from side to side, or not. You have no perspective on scale here.
I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to Misty Step.
Okay.
Behind Vespin, opposite the dog.
How far is?
15 feet.
That's
No,
what-
30 feet.
30, isn't it? If
30
I
feet
can only.
will get you to Vespin, but you
Okay.
can't get to the other side.
That's fine. That's fine.
Right there. You
Okay.
you
And
step
that's-
to the edge.
Yeah.
And right where you step, like arrive.
Yeah.
The edge of the blood you now land, where it's kind of slick, and it is pouring off into nothing.
Dang.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh no, there's like a ledge.
Jump off.
I'm going to re-roll. I'm using Indomitable.
Okay.
And re-roll. That is 17.
17. Okay.
Okay.
You still you managed to
Oh, if you would
barely
have gone to
stay
the
on
other
it.
side, you would have just gone.
Yeah.
So you arrive, slide, and kind of catch yourself. You're still in melee, but you found the edge that just plummets into nothing.
I'm on the edge.
Okay.
Blood pool.
All right. I slash twice from my first attack.
Let's go.
It's
So
just
that
Lady
is
Gaga.
28. They are not
guys.
hexed. But let's make it a goading attack.
Okay.
So that's 3 plus 8 is 11. 17 points of damage, and it's a wisdom save that I'll probably succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Points of fire damage.
17 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, after that, Fern casts Flame Strike on Vespin.
And
Fire
radiant-
damage kind of like burns
that's right.
around, and
Yeah.
it doesn't incinerate him in the way that you hope.
He did like walk out of hell.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't gonna work, but I have radiant with this. Okay, so that's 10.
He did his best.
That's 16 points of radiant damage.
The radiant damage, however,
Doubles.
tears into him, and you watch this bright light encircle and burn through. As the light fades, you see the body has like ashen edges. It seemed to be super effective, as the Pokemon trainers would say.
Okay.
He is vulnerable.
And Mister is going to take some flame seeds.
It's gonna poop at who?
Poop at Vespin.
Mr. Monkey's gonna throw flaming poop at the man responsible for the calamity.
Yeah, while he's being bitten by a dog.
I love this so much.
We are kicking him while he's down.
Yeah. Alrighty. So what's the roll?
18.
18 misses.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Rising.
You love them, right? Reaches over and opens his hand as a bolt of black lightning darts off to Chetney, and it's gonna chain through.
Man.
Technically, actually, he'd be aiming at Breas.
Yes.
Which does get all of you. Mrs. Log.
That was out loud.
Mrs. Log.
Out loud.
That's
He's
so
like,
deep.
Do you think I'm
Alright.
within 60 feet of him?
So,
I don't think that's the way it is. I feel like you're just.
sorry.
Shit.
60
Because
feet.
it's
Pretty close.
Oh, there's
Alrighty.
so much.
It was just on the edge of 30 feet when it first started.
There's no save on
Is
this.
that a
There's
save or
nothing.
a
if there is a save, I'll get to it. I'm just doing my
Right,
damage
okay.
here.
So non-attack roll.
Oh, Jesus.
My favorite artist.
Okay, so I need dexterity saving throws from Chetney.
Yes.
Chetney, you are,
Come on.
because you're so close to me,
Yeah. Dun,
you get a
dun,
+4.
dun, dun. A +4 for me.
Aura of protection.
24, 27.
27. You only take 25 points of lightning damage.
Hate it.
Only?
Wow.
Breas,
19.
19. You take 51 points of lightning damage.
Holy
Wow.
moly.
Ashton,
That's Dex 22.
22. You take 25 points of lightning damage.
Am I doing it too?
Yes, you are, friend. Just in range.
Okay. Okay. 11.
11. You take 51 points of lightning damage. As this black lightning arcs through your friends across the way, their bodies seizing with the impact of this arcana before, like, smoke and sizzling begins to fill the space. Vespin, standing from here, is just going to go ahead and glide around over here, staying in your melee.
No.
Yeah.
But the dog can make a
He makes an
attack.
And then he follows.
Right.
Actually, don't know.
Oh my god. Fernie.
Is going to bonus action. Grab one of the embers that are floating around its head and focus back on you.
15? 15?
15 misses.
It's just cold. It's just cold. Nobody fears from cold.
Inflicts it at you. Attack roll.
Was it finger of death? What was that?
It's just a piece of coal.
24 to hit.
Oh, it's
Sure.
crown.
24 to hit.
Oh, I know to get closer.
All right. So with this, you take. You take 40 points of radiant damage. It's 4d12, and I rolled 12, 11, 10, 9.
That's
Or
rich.
10, 11, 10, 9. That's all right.
Wow.
I'm okay
Yeah, 10, 11, yeah, that's what it was.
for the moment.
That's nasty.
You're holding
That's going to finish Vespin's turn. As from his voice, you hear,
Okay.
Know not what I have done, and you will all suffer the same fate.
Ashton tries to do a flanking, but also finds the edge and nearly falls off. Imogen uses a lightning bolt on who seems to come to as well.
shoot him with a... That's intelligence save. I don't want to do it, so I'm gonna do a lightning bolt at...
Oh, he.
Fuck it.
She twins spells up.
7th level.
Yes!
Yeah,
Okay. That's 12d6.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Alrighty. 17.
Fails! Fails,
That's a 7 on that.
Let's do it.
It's a plus 10 dex. Still failed. Alright, so you go ahead and roll that. 12d6 lightning damage.
Do it.
What?
How
many? Let's go.
6,
Big
7,
Persa.
8.
You need some?
No.
forgot about this mirror
9.
image.
I don't know.
10.
That's on me. That's on me.
11.
I'll remember that for the next round.
Boo!
11.
We all have a dumb one from like
Yeah,
from
I'll
the
just
last round.
yeah, for the last round, I just for the hell of it, I'll roll. Actually, rolled a 1 and a 2 and a 1, so it wouldn't have mattered. So I feel better.
Yeah, if I had been clever, I would have backed up a bit, but that's okay. Next round.
$43 points of lightning damage.
Yes.
Lightning damage to Vesper Chorus.
Yes.
It blasts through, the bolt like streaking through him and then building up behind him as the bolt hits, like he's absorbing it. And then right behind him, you see the light. But it scatters up and back in like 7 different directions. As the bolt finishes, the whole center of his.
Yeah, creates a whole. Oh, okay. Breas goes and hits Vespin once, and then with another attack, attacks again, though ends up only taking out a duplicate. Dorian decides to fly into one of the threads of fate there, which apparently is Opal's, and he starts seeing her memories.
On her head, you see her currently sharpening her blades on the outskirts of the Hellcatch, surrounded by
She's in the Hellcat.
Yeah, I got it.
surrounded by other soldiers and warriors preparing their coming part of the assault.
And I can't because I can't do anything, but I'm gonna try to say it's not real.
You do, and that's about as loud as it gets. Okay, that finishes your go, Dorian. Laudna, you're up.
Okay. It's time for weird shit. It feels like it's time for weird shit.
Let's go.
And if Dorian's gonna... I
Turn the mask
thought
into
about
a
it.
dog.
I thought about that. I am going to slowly... My D6.
Yeah.
Turn... It's fine, I've got more.
My lady.
She activates her form of dread, a matron form this time, basically looks like a matron, then casts Spirit of Death, a Mira form, which shakes, actually seems to shake the matron. The spirit attacks which is followed by the attack of the hound, though that misses. And this we can call now. I think we can say it's called apparition of Leon. Looks at it says they've got to get out of here. And then to prove it, cast power word stun on Imogen, her daughter. Chick gets the how you goes in and gets a how you want to do this on Vespin.
Burns up and consumes him.
Vespin Claus, I feel like I've killed you before.
Reference to what's his name? What's his character's name again?
All right. Finish your turn. That brings us to Fern.
Orem.
Oh, sorry, no, Orem and then Fern. Yeah.
Orem, whose hex target that's just expired again, moves his hex to Liliana and goes in for a goading attack.
It's an 8th level.
Can you get her down to the ground?
Not on this. Not on this turn. Natural 20 on the last.
Get him!
And I just want it to hurt as much as possible, so I'm just going to make it another goading attack to pump as much damage in as possible.
Fails that one too.
Destroy him, Orm.
8.
Whatever.
Make Franz proud.
6.
Yeah.
34 points of damage on that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a crit.
A crit, yeah. How do you want to do this?
Oh!
You shouldn't have fucking stunned me, mother. That was your bad.
So I lower down into blood up to my waist and spring out of it, flying into the air, looking back at Imogen, and then I send shockwaves of energy through her midsection, and scream "Imogen!" on the final attack and land.
Okay,
in
as you
gore.
the last wind blade strikes through. As it does, you watch her like in the air, and right as the spell drops from you, the last vision you see is of your mother's legs dropping away from her torso, and then burns into purple energy and is gone.
Damn, I'm killing a lot of parents.
As this wraps up, they look around. The large mask that's watching over their eyes, seems to disappear. They look around, and then off of this, they can see on the platform the matron, now size of a regular human. Appearing. And as she approaches, she talks to them, says, "Those who seek to destroy you know too much about you." This was a test to see what they could basically pull through. For, as she said, their enemies have gotten a lot more info on them now, too. And is it here that they do actually find out the Magian truly is the other deity who is in league with the Archart for causing the. She also wants the gods to depart. She talked more about how the gods are somewhat stagnant now. They're too ingrained into She then goes and we see her take off her mask. And Imogen asks, "Did you know what would happen to your to your champion?" To ask. She says no. She admits that ever since she officially became her champion, she lost the ability to see his threads for being the gods are. She admits that the god. She also confirms what the archer said. The gods are playing more direct divine intervention. They're planning to go away with divine gate. However, she also tells them that in order for the divine gate to be undone, it must be a decision made unanimously by those who created the divine gate. And we're not exactly sure who that is at that point. We kind of, at this point, been assuming it's been a collective effort of all the gods. But it sounds like there's more specific group being involved. And those, according to her, she and the archer hold those creators hostage. The matron doesn't want this now to be the gods to come in and decide things now. She wants fate to decide, and she wants the mortals to decide that fate. She thinks it's time for the. She really thinks it's time for the mortals to truly control their own destiny. So she also says she will not. She just claims she wants to. If things go bad, that she will not flee. Which is a concerning thought because. She then also goes on to say that for things to do, they must reestablish the old cycle, that of rebirth. And then she has asked the important question: "Why did you ascend?" She said part of the reason, one of the main reasons was to see if she could. Though there is another reason. But then she revealed something we did not know, something very shocking. When she when she developed the ritual for ascension, she was aided by someone, and that was her predecessor, the old god of death. In other words, he approved of her ascending to his position. She then goes on to admit that she eventually sought him out using a ritual to learn from him, and through that she's in a way fell in love with the previous god. Then when they asked what happened to her after ascending, she says that he is at peace, which technically, going with the subject, could mean different things. So, they asked her what she knows more about Prodathos, and she says, when she ascended, the gods withheld the knowledge of Prodathos from her. Even after the calamity was over and she proved herself one of them, just one of them, they kept it from her. And they asked how could they they're wondering how they could possibly protect Prodathos. And then they asked, which leads them to ask what the question: how did you survive the ascension ritual? And she gives one simple answer: love. As we said before, her predecessor is revealed to have willingly let her and helped her develop it. And he no longer wished to continue as he, and she helped him escape it. She tells them, "Should you choose, I'm not forcing you to do anything. I want you. What I truly want you to do is to choose." But if you choose to remember, then try to use the love you have for one another to motivate you, to help you contain it. Her greatest desire right now is to empower them to do what they think is right. They continue asking her more questions like, if the other gods find out what she and the Archer are up to, will they become betrayers? So it's possible, though, sir. Then they ask another question, one that should be questioned. Oh, asked long ago. Is it possible to destroy Predathos? She doesn't know. She says she doesn't know anything way to do it, but that doesn't mean there isn't way. After a research, she's of the opinion that anything is possible.
My wolf head transforms, so it's just chutney head on wolf body.
I'll be seeing you soon enough.
No, see, that's, you didn't. That's not cool. I know you've been trying. I'm sure I must be high on the wanted list. I'm enjoying my time here with my friends, and fate. Don't get in the way of that or accelerate it or anything. I was just wondering, since we're here, I would be remiss if we didn't ask, is there any kind of help that you could lend us? Anything that we might be able to take back and tip the scales?
Part of the reason Predathos is so fierce
It is because yeah. Sorry, sure. It's he can nullify the power that kept them on Exandria. Like no, he can nullify the. We've seen this before, where his followers had the ability to nullify the divine magics of clerics and paladins during the early scrimmages. During the scrimmages at the excavation site. She then goes and gives and offers her mask to Bell's Hells. It is taken by Bresta, so that's over. And she says, if you're in need, wear it and to call for aid, and she'll try to send what she can. They do ask about like how'd she do it, and can it be done again? And she said the right she used, her such a right, cannot be replicated. She made sure of that when she said, and like she had the blessing of the god she was replacing to do that. She did not want another to forcefully take down. They asked her when was the last time she was surprised. She said, 30 years ago when an individual sacrifice stuff. Basically, where she was last time she arrived was when she met Vax in campaign 1. They asked her whether or not she regrets losing her mortality. She said, every moment. And they asked if there's any way to save her champion, Vax, and said he's under great strain in that marble state there, so they must destroy the key. But to do that, they must remove the beacon, which was used to create it. They asked if Wanda will be okay if they continue through this, because she is existing protected by her magic, so they're not sure. She goes, shows her friend, which is silver instead of gold. However, as she pulls, it's linked to the gold thread of Imogen, as well as to all the others. And she said, I think you should be fine. After that, they go and exit the pool.
So we all look like Carrie right now.
You do.
Okay. I feel fucking golden.
Did you fight that whole fight naked? I did.
Yeah, like as they're getting out, I was like, wait, didn't she say she had to be naked? So like, I did notice that.
And that's where we're going to finish the night's episode.
Perfect.
I mean, I have my form of dread at one point.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Well, anyway, with that ends the recap of the episode. And now to end this, I recap my homebrew of the evening. The Conclave of the Scavenger Ranger. The most important thing for a ranger to know is how to fully utilize the resources around them. In this case, those resources could even be a corpse. This is the sort of like the Necromancer Ranger. As you'll see with its expanded spell list. For a 3rd level, you get false life and purified food and drink because you gotta deal with the resources you got. Sometimes those aren't the most sanitary. Also, at 5th level, you get your 2nd level spells, Wither and Bloom and Gentle Repose. Make stuff last longer. At 9, for your 3rd level spells at 9th level, Vampiric Touch and Animate Dead. Of course, Animate Dead has to be in this. Your 3rd level Ranger gives you your 4th level spells of Spirit of Death and Death Ward. And finally, your level 5 spells at your 17th level. Dance Macabre. And Raise Dead. Then you get to your other ones and features. At 3rd level, you get picked up skills. Your proficient in improvised weapon, and a skill proficiency that you spend 10 minutes watching a creature perform. You can swap skills by observing another skill for 10 minutes. So you got one rotating skill proficiency. Stock of your surroundings, which is your level 7 scavenger feature. Your 7th level scavenger feature. You have advantage on all perception, investigation, survival, and tinker checks for finding materials and the making of tools and traps. Like, make use of your surroundings. Like I said, you're a scavenger. You also have proficiency in these skills while you're in your favorite terrain. At your 11th level, you get scavenging spells. This is a if you're this was at level because this is the second time I've used it for Ranger subclass. Last one being Witch Hunter. It's not quite the same as last time. You enter a space where a spell has been cast from or on, including like if it's a creature on that. By the way, and it's supposed to say use your reaction to summon residual magic of the. Actually, was this the using magic or no? You don't use your reaction for this. You just enter the space and you automatically a, get the residual magic of the spell too, and 4 spell essence points. You gain another essence points equal to the level of the spell cast, and you can use your a reaction to regain your used spell slots by using a number of collected essence points equal to 5 times the spell slots level being replenished. You lose all collected spell points, spell essence point after completing a long rest. And finally, at level 15, you get final resources. You learn the spell Soul Cage, which is a 6th level. So which you don't if you go pure ranger, you don't normally have 6th level slots, which is why it doesn't get zero. And since it's 6th level, if you go pure, you can combine your ranger spell slots specifically to cast. Though I suppose you combine spell slots, so I guess that doesn't. But you can combine spell slots in order to cast it, and the spell gains 2 more features than usual. It has like 4 different features you could choose. The spell gets like you capture a soul in a cage. You can utilize it 6 times for different effects. Gain 2 more different uses. This unveiled sight. You gain all the senses of the soul for 1 minute as a free action. If you share any of senses with the soul, their range increases by 50% of the soul's range. Your own sight increases by 50% of the soul's range. And then you have a haunted chain link. You send the soul to possess a creature within 30 feet. The target creature must make 2 wisdom saves against wisdom checks from both opposing wisdom checks from both you and the soul inside under your control. Using this feature expands all remaining uses of Soul Cage from this casting, and the target remains possessed for a number of rounds equal to the remaining uses. However, at the start of each of its turns, the creature may make a contested wisdom save against the soul's wisdom check, ending the possession early on a success. However, the soul also that would difficult as the soul is persistent in wisdom checks. However, the soul also must make wisdom saves against your own wisdom checks. However, if it succeeds against making the save against your check, the soul you lose control of the soul. It still possesses the creature until the spell ends, or the effect ends, or until they make the save. But they're in control, and if it was a unfriendly creature, that could be bad for you. I'm sorry for how late this took. I hope to get the remainder of this within like a day or two, and I also plan on going and watching doing recaps of both well, not just there's tomorrow. Well, I was going to do is the new release date for the Halloween episode of Foresight Dive, which I hope to report. And I hope to also do their something for their pirate theme thing, the sync, and all these will be costumes. Anyway, I thank you for joining. This is Free Reader Dementia, and I wish thee good fortune in the quest of life.